Fabulous. Okay, great. So I might, if people are late, we'll just invite them in and they're just going to have to carry on with the rest of us, won't they? So, welcome. It's our second version of the Connect online class. I don't really want to call it a class because it's not really official. It's just a space. It's a space where I'm grateful to share some really great tools, some great processes, and guide you through some beautiful, easy peasy steps where you can just come back to you. You can connect to yourself, back to your calm space, and also feel a way that you can connect with other people without having to touch them. Because you know what? Humans are made to connect. We're actually hardwired to connect with each other. So we're meant to hug and we're meant to be close to each other and we're meant to connect. It's hardwired in our DNA. So when we have this sort of time that we're in at the moment where a few of these somewhat, different times where maneuvering about is a bit more difficult than what we have been doing, that we can feel a bit of disconnect. And you know what? That's what I'm here to help with. I'm really passionate about helping people connect with their own inner calm, but also to give you powerful tools, easy peasy tools. Oops, I'm a bit exuberant there. So that you can do this in your own time as well. So tonight's it's a meditation, but it's a bit more than a meditation. It's a guided little. You're going to take you through a few processes which will get you tuning in gently to yourself, the inner tutor, the inner knowing. Nothing too woo-woo. It's actually just about giving you some real good processes so that you can just get rid of a whole lot of stuff that's clogging you up and just get you back to your calm. How does that sound? Give me a thumbs up if you like the sound of that. Yay! I love seeing that. I love hearing that. I love seeing that. Fabulous. Okay, ladies. So just a bit of a brief background. Some of you on here have been to see me just from a massage and things like that. So I just want to let you know that this is another part of what I do. I guess I lead people into their own inner strength and inner calm. So this is, it'll be a bit of a new experience for you ladies, or you people who have not yet experienced this from my stuff lately. So anyway, here we go. So what we're going to do, I'm going to lead you through a neat little process, which is called a grounding practice. Okay, so in your own time, I'm going to ask you to close your eyes and take a deep breath in and gently out. And we're going to do this a few more times. We're going to take a deep breath in and just feeling your body sitting in your chair or laying where you are. And as you breathe out, you just feel where you're sitting or laying. Just feel. Next breath in, take a deep, big breath in through opening your chest and gently breathe out again. And when you're ready, I want you to just take your attention to wherever your center is. And that'll be different for different people, and that's okay. Wherever your body tells you your center is, that's where it is. Now, I'm just getting just a bit of a gentle that a few of you have been very, very much involved with taking care of others. So we're just going to gently bring you back to your actual center because you're a bit outside of yourself. Beautiful. Okay, and when you're ready, I want you to just imagine that you can travel down through your body from your center, down through your body, down through your feet, down into the earth. And along with you comes this golden thread, as large or as thin as you like it to be, and it follows you as you go down into the earth, down and through the strata, the rocks, down until you come to a place of liquid magma. And it's a beautiful liquid light at the center of the earth. And this is a very safe place to connect with. This is the liquid support zone. And allow yourself to kind of plug yourself into this liquid, warm, syrupy light. Just immerse yourself, let yourself feel it and sit in it. Just feel that feeling of liquid light support. And when you're ready, allow yourself to come in, up again. And you've connected now into this liquid light. And you allow the thread that you have to dip in and connect also. And as you come up through the strata, up back to your body, you are now connected to the center of the earth through this liquid light. And bringing yourself up, asking yourself up and up, slowly and carefully, gently up through the strata, up through the soil and the rocks and the grass, back into your body, back to your center, and where you can plug in this thread that is now dipped in the liquid light and plug that into your center, wherever your center may be. And when you're ready, allow yourself now to rise up to your head and up through out of your head, and take yourself up through the air with a thread as well coming with you, up through the air, up through the sky, up through the clouds, and up to the almost to the top of where the sky meets the space. And in that place there is a doorway or a window which you kind of get a sense opens up to you. And you come through, and when it opens up, this amazing, brilliant, white, streaming light beams through this window. It's so white and brilliant that you're almost too bright to see. And this is kind of like the white light of creativity and creation. And so allow yourself to plug your thread into that bright light space. And allow you to feel that feeling of that brilliant, spectacular, bright white light. And allow yourself, and when you're ready, to just bring this down with you, down into your body, down through the sky, down through the clouds, down and down, just gently drawing this back, allowing yourself to float back into your body through your head and back down through into your center, wherever your center may be. And once you connect that into your center, you are connected from below and above. So you are more than just you now. You are both connected into the very center of the earth and all of the support that is there. And all of the inspirational energy that is created from up, wherever that space is, on the edge of space. And you are connecting the two together within yourself. And now, whenever you're ready, imagine yourself surrounded by a glorious blue orb. Kind of like a giant egg or a bubble. Wherever feels right for you, imagine yourself got this human-sized orb around you, extending out from your arms and your shoulders, so that it completely encapsulates you within that zone. And anywhere a part of you has been too afraid to come out, now is a sacred safe space and a safe time for it to begin to do so. You are surrounded by this beautiful blue supportive orb and connected below and connected above. So this feeling is you are not alone. You are fully 1,000,000% supported from all areas. For any part of you that has wished to hibernate or wished to run away or wished to get out of here, wish to just kind of crumble and little squish yourself into a corner, now is a safe space for it to gently and safely come out. And just allow yourself to feel whatever you're feeling. You might feel like you're sort of growing into your orb or egg. You might feel like a lot of bit of tension's just falling off you. The pressure's coming off you a little bit, maybe. This twisty feeling might be untwisting and unwinding itself. That's okay. Whatever you're feeling and sensing is perfect. And whenever you're ready, take a deep breath in. Give yourself a little wiggle and a jiggle. Shake yourself about and move your joints. And open your eyes and come back to the room. And give yourself a good little stretch out if you want. Give yourself a jiggle and a wiggle and a shimmy. Whatever you feel, because stuff can get stuck in your joints, right? Some stuff, different types of energy can be stuck in your joints. So when we're going to do a bit of freeing up, you kind of like, oh, you know what? I just feel like a good stretch. So just have a good stretch. Stand up if you want to stand up. Great. How was that? How did that feel? Those who can put comments in, you just give me all sorts of words that come to mind. Great. Someone says, absolutely relaxed. Fantastic to hear. And there's another one of you says, some pressure's been released. Just like, gorgeous. And someone, oh, thank you, Nicole. And someone said they felt very held and supported, because it's really important. Thank you, Michelle. It's really important. I'm glad you mentioned your beautiful words. Thank you, Mary. So about feeling supported and held, because the majority of us on here are women, and when we are women, we've usually kind of stepped into the role of, oh, I'm taking care of everything, and I'm taking care of everyone. I'm running the household. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I'm making sure you're okay, and you're okay, and okay, you're okay, and making sure everyone's all good before we get to have our share or whatever. And so we actually end up holding other people up and support. That's what support is. It's holding stuff up, right? So every moment, and you can do that same process at home. And if I've got that little process there available for like really, really, really ultra cheap as like a visualize. It's actually a transformative visualization process, which you can use anytime you've got 5 minutes, because that took all of like 6.5 minutes to really kind of let the pressure off if you want to, and add, kind of get your own lot of support if you find that you kind of, your needs aren't being met in a lot of ways. So you can absolutely change any kind of yuck feeling like that by plugging into that part of yourself. And asking for your needs to be met by other people also helps too. You say, I need this right now, give it to me, please. I can't do that black chick thing, but I try. It's hard to do when I don't think any white chick can really do it, but I try. Fabulous. Okay, great. So we're going to do two other processes, right? So by the end of this, you should definitely, my hope is you're going to feel very, very different. So that's one little process. This one there that we just completed, that grounding process, is a really great way to feel. If you're feeling really kind of nervous of any change that's happening, you're like, oh my God, I don't know what's next, I'm really nervous and I'm uncertain, or you feel, just basically not grounded, not feeling settled, fantastic process to do, all of 6.5 minutes to get yourself feeling really amazing again, so you can stride forth in a great way. So, right. So those who can comment, and for those who can't comment, just bring to mind the answer to the question I'm about to pose you. So my question for you at the moment, because we're in really interesting times, we're navigating new, uncharted waters. We can tune into the news, Facebook posts, other people talking, stuff that might be different to what we would normally talk about. So people, we've got the whole talk about this, I'm just going to call it the thing because I don't like to name stuff. In energy terms, my work, when you name stuff, you give it more oomph, you actually give it more solidity. So when you don't name something, you kind of, it helps to dissipate it and delete it a little bit further. So when you name something, you kind of give it more form. So this thing that we're going through at the moment, which I'm not naming, but everyone knows what I'm talking about. A lot of people are talking about it We're getting in our ear 5, 6, 10, 12 times a day. Some people, if you're on the news or you listen to the radio or you're on Facebook or and it can be, you can get like, what's the word? Kind of, it's like you're full up with it. And you're like, I can't, enough, I'm done. I'm like, I don't want any more, thanks. It's like, you're like, I've reached my fill. And some people, when they reach their fill and they're still looking at the news and they reach their fill already, what happens is you try and push, you kind of try and block it out. And that creates a certain kind of tension. So headaches can be, stiffness in your neck, stiffness across your chest and things. A few things like that can turn up physically when you're trying to actually go, la, 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 la. No more, please. So yeah, we can definitely be aware of the situation, but what we focus on, we strengthen. So if we focus on the fear of it, the fear is going to strengthen. If we focus on the frustration about, I want things the way they were, and it's not going to be that way again, or really angry about that, when you focus on that, that's what will strengthen. So what we were bringing is an avenue into a different place, which is, it's happening, let's move with it. Okay, so in order to move the stuff, we need to take the tension out. So my short story long, because I'm very good I'm just going to make it a short story, long story short, but a short story long. Where in your body, people, are you feeling any tension? Right, so people who can write down in the comments, please write that down in the comments. Have a scan, close your eyes if you want to, and just give yourself a little scan through your body. Just kind of close your eyes and kind of like, okay, let's just feel, if I could feel like little pretend fingers or things, just feeling around. Where do I feel tight? Where do I feel, any tension or any pain or anything like that? Great. And those who can't comment, that's cool. That's just bring to my, like, oh, I noticed that, or I noticed a knee or neck. Yep, cool. Some people have said here, fantastic ladies. Yep, shoulders, definitely. That's all about wanting to move forward and you can't move forward. And like, trying to, yep, shoulders, head, neck, great. Okay, between the shoulder blades and the chest. Yeah, chest is about heart and wanting, feeling oppressed, compressed, things like that. Yeah, thank you, Cheryl. And yeah, breathing and stuff. Yeah, some people got it going on behind the eyes, which is it's a type of tension. Headache, achy head, just trying to la la la. Some people, if it's focused around here, that's about tone up. And heart is about feeling anxious, not knowing, uncertain. Neck is about a little bit of difficulty with staying flexible with things that are going on, because you have to be. Someone saying, a rapid heartbeat. And shoulders, absolutely, that's absolutely textbook kind of just feeling anxious about, I would like to know what's next, but I don't know what's next, and I'm uncomfortable with that. And so what we're going to do now, all those lovely people and those who haven't commented, you'll know where you kind of feeling something. Right. What we're going to do now is another closing your eyes. So take a breath, everybody, and close your eyes and take your deep breath in and out. Okay. And just take your attention to those places of tension. Just take your attention. Don't do anything else. Just take your attention there. Be aware of it. And if you've got more than one place, that's okay. Just go to the strongest place. Where's the, I guess, that feels strongest? Okay. Now we're going to ask your intuition to chime in here. And we're going to ask your intuition to say, okay, if freedom was a color, or if lightness was a color, what color would it be? And it'll be a real gentle little answer, or you might get a color actually pop into your mind. Whatever you get is perfect. And if you don't kind of feel like you get any color pop in, you can use white light or gold for this process. And now imagine this color being like liquid gold, or like a liquid, a bit like golden syrup or maple syrup. Now, starting at your feet, imagine swirling that color, excuse me, itchy nose, swirling that color in and around your ankles. So it's kind of like going through the area, it's kind of swirling and sweeping kind of through. Okay. And now imagine bringing it up, now swirling it around your knees. Through your knees. Now up through your hips. Swirling that color through, kind of like stirring it, like you would be when you're stirring a bowl, making a cake or pancakes. Just swirl it through as if you're stirring it through that area of your hips, in and around the outside by your legs, and in through the middle. Beautiful. Do figure eights if you want to. Now bringing up to the small of your back. And anyone that happens to be holding on to someone else's stress and worry, well, this is a fantastic time to let that go from you now, because you've got permission to let other people's stress and worry go. Swirling it around your back and your tummy as well. When you're ready, swirl it around through your ribs. Going inside and around your stomach. A beautiful color. All gold, all white. Swirl it in between your ribs if you want to, all the individual ribs, swirling it through and out. Up through your chest, in through your chest, out through the top of your rib cage where your neck arises out of your chest area, out at the base of your throat, swirling it all round and through. Now across your shoulders, sweeping away, kind of move from the center outwards, swirling and sweeping down your arms and elbows. Around both of your wrists. And if you feel like moving your wrists a little bit, you go right ahead. And if not, that's okay too. Now swooping and swirling up through the base of your neck. Swirl around your neck and through your neck, right through your esophagus, sweeping and swirling around this gorgeous color that you chose. The perfect color for you. Yeah, imagining now sweeping and swirling right through the center of your throat. And starting from the bottom of your throat, kind of spiraling and swirling it up like a spiral. So out you come out of your mouth. Imagining that gorgeous color. Swirling up in that spiral out through your mouth, up, 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 in its own time. Out through your throat and your mouth. And if you feel like a sigh, that's okay, you sigh. And if you feel like a big breath out, just give it a great big breath out. Some of you may want to do a wee burp. That's a kind of a transfer of stuck energy getting out of your body and away from your body and just out into the atmosphere. All of that is perfect. Beautiful swirling. For some of you, have got some of this is some of the link between your shoulder blades, because it's at the top of your shoulder blades, base of the neck, top of the shoulder blades. It's in the area of communicating your needs. So gently from the heart, my really great suggestion is to note, this is what I need to keep my sanity, and ask for it. Whatever it is you feel like, whether it's a walk, time out alone, watching a movie, if you need to take time out and just go for a run or a bike or anything, ask for what you need. It's super important that you keep your strength, inner strength, as well as your immunity strength, at tip-top condition. And now when you're ready, imagining you swirling that beautiful color up through your throat into your head. Now starting at the center of your head, start at the center, just small spirals and small swishings and swirlings, and gaining larger and larger. It's sweeping a lot of stuff that's just running around your head and cleansing it out. where it really doesn't need to be. Swirling it around the inside of your head, inside of your skull, and around your entire head whenever you can, with this beautiful light that you chose. Whenever you're ready, bring your attention to just above your head. Kind of imagine the place, you know, in the cartoons where they get that little light bulb pop up. That's where you just gently take your awareness, take your attention there, and swirl around your beautiful color. Just play a little bit around there, just swirling it around. Now imagine swirling in a big, beautiful, kind of like a self-made whirlwind. This beautiful, gentle color swirling all around you, gently and slowly. Swirling all around you. And gently, when you're ready, take a big deep breath and a big deep gentle breath out again. And come back to the room, little by little, opening your eyes. Whenever you're ready, let me know how that felt. And if you can't comment, give me a thumbs up or whatever you want, like, ooh, or yeah, whatever you like. Tell me how you feel, and tell me how you think, people who can comment, tell me how you feel now, and how does it feel the same as you did before, or does the body feel a bit different? Make sure. Cool. Very in tune with my needs, someone was saying. Cool, beautiful. Yeah. So Therese, how are your neck and shoulders feeling now? Great. Someone was saying their jaw and their head feels lighter. Great. We're all made of energy at the very, very basis of life anyway. Science tells us that. So when we just pay attention, you can do a lot of really good stuff. Great. Fantastic. Yeah. So I was saying I feel more connected. My shoulder and neck feel more lighter and relaxed. Beautiful. Oh, someone was like tingly and buzzy. Yay. Oh, it's okay. Cool. Yeah. You listen to replay, Michelle. It's fine. Beautiful. Wonderful. I'm so glad you're feeling some difference. That's what I want to pass on. Okay. So now this is a specific technique used for specific outcomes of transforming stress. So as well as the energy stuff that I do, which I'm just taking you through, there's another area that I work in, which is it's like our computer here has got two parts to it, and a conscious part, which is all our wishes and wants and desires, and there's another part which is everything else. And the wishes and wants and desires is about 5%, and the 95% is the everything else. And so the technique I know, and we're going to share with you in a moment, is when we the subconscious, the everything else part, that powers everything. 95% of everything we react to is through this 95%, the subconscious, the everything else part. When we get stressed out about something, our brain Okay, when we're calm, our brain works really nicely. The left talks to the right talks to the left talks to the right. Happy days, lovely team, yay. When we get stressed out, they go, ah. One side ceases to communicate effectively with the other. So I don't know if any of you had this happen before, but if you've ever lost your children at a park or had something drastically happen, and so say for instance lose your children at a park and someone says, what are they wearing? You're like, I don't know, oh crap, what? And your brain just goes freeze. That's that in action. The brain goes and it sort of, in a way, the operating system kind of atrophies. It doesn't physically, but it disconnects. So when we get stressed out and we have a stress response to something, it gets stressed, so our brain goes So this is a manual way where we can reconnect it again. So it's really, really great. It's very effective, which is why I love using it. So I'm going to ask you, I've got my quick question there. Okay. Oh, lovely. My question to you is, tuning into yourself, what is the greatest thing that you want right now? Might be personal, it might be family, it might be for business, it might be for this whole community thing to blow over as fast as possible. Whatever it is for you is whatever's for you, which is perfect. What is the greatest thing that you want right now? Okay, so have that in your mind. If you want to share it on the thingy-majiggy and pass me a comment, great, love to hear it. If not, that's cool as well. Right. Does any part of what you want, this thing that you want, are you freaked out about it? Any part of that, I'd want it, but this. Is there any part of it that stresses you out? Yeah. So the idea is find something that stresses you out right now the most, or something you feel held back from. Okay. Has everyone got something in their mind? Give me a thumbs up if you got something in your mind. Great. Yeah, great. Fabulous. Great thumbs up. Got on you. Love you, Maria Rose. Great. Now, just have that in the back of your mind. We're going to park that for a second. This is the process. So I'm going to get you to cross your ankles on the floor. Cross your ankles like whichever way. Just cross the ankles like what you're ready, might be relaxing. Okay, everyone got that? And now, doesn't matter which way. Now cross your wrists, whatever way, whatever first way, and then hold your hands together and relax them either in your lap, I'll sit back so you can see, or tuck them underneath. So the idea is you cross them over, hold your own hands and relax them in your lap, or tuck them up by your chest. Okay, ankles are crossed at the same time. Okay. So in a moment, I'm going to get you to bring up that feeling again, that certain thing that you feel stressed about, or the certain thing that you're worried about, or the thing that you want but don't feel like you can have right now. Right? Just bring that to your mind. Okay. And just close your eyes. Okay. And just keep thinking, just keep kind of having been present to that feeling. And after a wee while, you might feel a change. It varies from person to person. It could be tingles, it could be just a feeling. It just might be something just indescribable, or something you're just like, oh, it's just, I can feel something's changed, but I don't know how to describe it. Either way, that's good. Just going to keep this, and just bringing attention to that thing, and just notice if these change and how the change, just notice, right? Just notice how you're feeling. And some people will take longer than other people, and that's okay. When you feel like it's changed and you feel like, yep, that's I feel like that's enough. Uncross yourself, feet, hands, wrists, everything, and just sit with your fingers in your palms, just kind of resting, kind of like you're pondering stuff with your fingertips together, relaxed in your hand, just relaxed in your lap. Now what that is a manual way that we take a stressful belief or a stressful response to something, and we manually connect the body through a process of you basically manually connect the brain parts by crisscrossing your hands and crisscrossing your feet. And so you think about the stress and it actually dissolves the stress. So just think about, bring up that feeling or bring up the situation that you had in your mind before and recall it up. And how does that feel now? Do you feel the same way? Or does it feel a bit different? Does it feel like, me? Or do you be like, I got this? You know, does it feel that is stress transformation. So that too you can do. Even just sitting, kid you not, even if you just sit, cross legs, cross hands, that in your lap, and nothing else, that manually reconnects the apparatus of your brain. It reconnects it, and any stressful situation, any moment that you're like, whoa, about, it'll dissolve it away. So it's a very, very powerful, but very, very, very helpful technique. Beautiful. Is there anything else? Did anyone who can do the comments feel any changes? I know, I wish I could talk to you, all you people who can't put the comment, but that's one of the drawbacks of this. Okay, great. Someone was saying a wee bit of heaviness, one little bit of heaviness that was still left came off my head. Beautiful. Oh, someone said lots of stars. Cool. Less stressed out. Great. Yeah, beautiful. Perfect. And that's what this is all about. As we are moving through this time, why wouldn't it be just awesome if we could just navigate this with the most kind of free and easy and stress-free way of doing it? You know, because we don't have to be all stressed out. It doesn't actually help us very much. But if we can move through it more and more with bolstered and empowered, we're actually going to be better off at the other end. And actually, just as a closing note, everyone around us will get the benefit too. It's a bit like, if we change and we are bolstered, then we beam out the different kind of vibe, and other people who are around us, our kids, our family, our partners, our best friends, they will actually feel the benefit, and they'll have a positive change too. So it's actually, you could be benefiting not just yourself, but maybe up to 5 to 6 people, whether they're in the room, house or not. So it's a really, really, really powerful thing. Anyway, thank you very much, my beautiful friends. Thank you so much for joining me. I'll offer this to someone who had to nip off. I will email the version of this to you, and I might put a little snippet of this on the Facebook page, but just mainly for people who haven't sampled this sort of stuff and they're curious, so they can have an idea of what to expect. But wish to see you in a beautiful night tonight. Thank you for thanking me. Thank you for coming, and thank you for being here with me. I'll be doing this for another 5 weeks. Different ones every week. So if you want to come and join me again, come on down next Thursday night. Same channel, same time. But I shall bid you good night. Bye.